So if you forget your wife's birthday, the husband is warned at first. But if he's caught again, then he'll definitely spend time in jail.
In jail?
Bermuda, it is illegal.
Hi guys, this is Easy Japan. Today we'll be watching 60 weird laws across the world. In Japan, we have weird laws too. You can't keep baseball bats in your car if you're not gonna play baseball. You can't try to fight with other people. So let's see what the world has to show us. Let's go.
Let's go.
60 weird laws across the world. That's exactly what we're gonna discuss about today. Starting from banning chewing gums to paying for desks and chairs at school. Yeah, let's just get right into it.
Yeah, of course
In
you can.
Singapore, it is illegal to chew gum except for medical purposes. But as this person pointed, it is being ignored by citizens. The fines could go all the way to $2,000, and if you're caught selling it, up to $100,000 or 2 years in prison. In Milano, Italy, there was a legal requirement to smile at all times except during funerals or hospital visits. Yeah, it's clearly not happening anymore. In Turin, also in Italy, dog owners must walk their dogs at least 3 times a day.
Why?
Can you do that?
Speaking of dogs, you must pay a tax if you own a dog in Finland.
2 times.
And in Finland, you are also required by law to grow hops if you own a house. Yeah, that's a must.
Herbs?
Huh? Why?
In Venice, Italy, it is illegal to feed pigeons. And I've actually seen it myself. And I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I actually broke the law.
No.
Yeah, I hope FBI doesn't watch this.
We should do this in Japan
If you don't
too.
flush the toilet in Singapore, you're gonna
so
be
many
fined
birds.
$150. With $150, you can buy a lot of stuff, not gonna lie. In Canada, if you have a payment of more than $10, it is illegal to pay with coins. Why? So Canada apparently bans climbing on a tree, especially in Toronto and Ottawa. Someone in 2013 climbed a tree and they earned themselves a fine of $365. These Australian laws are just so funny. So, it is illegal to be drunk in a pub. What's the purpose of the pub then? It is illegal to dress up as Batman and Robin. And this is the funny. If you cannot get to a urinal in time, it is perfectly legal to urinate on your own vehicle's rear left tire. And I was wondering, is it illegal on your right tire then? Because that's the logic, I guess.
Because
let's
they
move
can't
on to
see
some random ones. In Samoa, it is illegal to forget your wife's birthday. So if you forget your wife's birthday, the husband is warned at first. But if he's caught again, then he'll definitely spend time in jail.
In jail?
Bermuda, it is illegal to walk barefoot in public. Don't ask me why. In United Arab Emirates, it is illegal to swear. That's right. Someone last year was actually arrested and was put in jail for 3 weeks
I can't go
for
there
simply
then.
swearing at someone. It is illegal to wear a mask in public in Denmark. And no, I don't mean this mask. I mean this mask. The reason is because people want to see themselves at public places, so they just introduced this law, I guess. You cannot turn off your phone's camera sound in South Korea and Japan. So if you buy a phone in the country, you will be unable to turn off the shutter sound. This is the shutter sound.
But there are
And
apps
this was to prevent the hidden
to
camera
do the
crisis,
silent mode,
which
right?
hit South Korea. In Argentina, it is illegal to name a child after a fictional or notable character. And yeah, that includes Messi, of course. In India, it is illegal to take Indian currency out of the country. There's a limit of 25,000 Indian rupees you can take while traveling. And if you're caught taking more than that, you're gonna spend time in jail. You are not allowed to take a selfie with Buddha in Sri Lanka. The reason is because you turn your back to him. And actually, in 2014, a British woman was jailed for 3 days for taking a selfie. So be careful.
Is this
in
for
Germany,
okay?
it is basically legal to break out of jail. Yeah, that is true. So escaping from prison is not considered a crime. It is considered as a basic human instinct to be free. So attempting to escape is not punishable by law. Unless if you commit other offenses, such as damage to a property or harming someone during the escape. Then obviously, yeah, you're gonna have more security measures. And if you run out of...
So, I've lived in Germany and I actually do understand why they allow people to leave jail.
Why?
Because I felt Germany really respects the people's instinct. Because this is something I've heard, but in school, like in elementary school, you're allowed to eat anytime you want because becoming hungry is something natural for a human. So since I knew that, I thought Germany is respecting people, like what people want.
So is it
I do
okay to like
understand
sleep
how.
during classes? Oh, sorry.
Well, that's not a requirement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, it's hard to say what's okay, what's not okay, but they respect those kind of instincts.
It's legal to run out of the jail, but if you help him or her, it's illegal.
Oh, it becomes illegal. So like you have to escape on your own.
Yeah.
So like Michael Scofield, will that be illegal? He helped his brother escape, right?
His brother might be legal and Michael might be illegal. Helping. That's quite funny.
Yeah.
Fuel on an autobahn or highway, you can get a fine up to $70 in Germany. So fill your gases before you go to Germany. USA has a lot of weird laws. In Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. So what is the reason of this law? In Iowa, it's against the
Fake
law to
mustache.
kiss for more than 5 minutes.
What?
And it is not allowed for a mustache man to kiss a woman at 12. Okay, and it's illegal for a man
Minnesota.
to make love to his wife if his breath smells like garlic, onions, or sardines. And I wonder, how will police know that? In Missouri, single
who
men
started
between the
this?
ages of 21 and 50 must pay an annual
police have to
tax
kiss the men.
of $1. What? If you honk your car excessively in New York City, you're gonna have to pay a fine of $350.
Oh, this is a good law.
You are not allowed to tickle a woman in Virginia, and in Massachusetts, a person is not allowed to go to bed without a shower. Again, how will the judge have proof? I guess they will. Okay, I'm not. What the hell? If a Finnish taxi driver plays any music in their car for a paying customer, then they must pay royalties for the musician. Why is Finland full of taxes? In Germany, if you drink and then bike, you can lose your driving license. Now let's see what
that's a
India
good law.
has. You need a license for flying kites in India. And if you're
Kites.
caught, you risk a fine up to 500 Indian rupees.
Oh.
But as you guys said, most of the people ignored this law.
No.
But guys, be careful either way. In the state of Maharashtra, particularly in Mumbai, you are not allowed to dance at all in bars. So what's the purpose of the bar then? You guys probably know that a national symbol of Georgia is a chicken. And well, if you steal a chicken in Georgia, you might as well just stay at jail for 10 years. That is
What?
excessive, but okay. And in fact, there are so many chickens in Georgia, it is illegal for your chicken to cross the road in Georgia. Again, what will happen to the chickens then? Do they get arrested? Winnie the Pooh is completely illegal in Poland. In fact, if you
What?
wear a Winnie Pooh t-shirt, you can get arrested, as
Is it-
Poland issued a ban on Winnie
Is
Pooh.
it like the color?
Yeah, let's move on.
Oh, it's
Oh.
naked.
When you get in a
Okay.
village in New Jersey, you must honk when passing a car. So like you pass a car. It is illegal to pee in the ocean in Portugal. But I wonder,
How do you know?
how are they gonna check that? It used to be illegal for people in Malawi to fart. Okay. It is illegal to drive a dirty car in Russia. This law has actually been existing for the past 100 years, and if the police catch you, you risk a fine of 30 euros. It is illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. So if you build a sandcastle in Spain, especially in some regions, you could pay a fine up to 1,500 euros. 1,500 euros is the average salary in Moldova for 3 months. And we're gonna end up with North Korea.
Oh.
Oh god, here we go. All
Let's
men
go.
and women can only have one of the 28 government approved
Oh, yeah, I know
haircuts.
this.
18 for women and 10 for men. Other hairstyles are completely prohibited. The students must pay for their desks and chairs in the class. And school fees don't even cover this. If you fall asleep during a meeting while Kim Jong-un is speaking, you could go to execution. You cannot watch films or music that is from another country. So someone was caught in
Politicians in
2022
Japan are always
watching an
sleeping.
American movie and that person was later executed. You are not allowed to leave North Korea. There is no World Wide Web, and you can't even make international calls. They have access to internet, but there are only 28 websites, and all of them are under government supervision. You can't wear jeans, as they are considered a symbol of capitalism. You can't have the same name as the president. In the elections, there's only one candidate. And finally, every household and public building must display the portraits of the North Korea's boss leaders, which are Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. And if you don't do that, you're gonna be in big trouble. And yeah, oh my god. Thank you guys for watching this crazy video.
Whoa, nice
Hopefully
video.
you guys enjoyed it. We're doing weekly events in my Discord server with money prizes. So if you're interested, make sure to go to the description and join it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
So how are the police going to know?
Like the one when you can't pee in the ocean.
Yeah.
And see.
Wait, I think I remember you peeing in the ocean. I'm gonna report you to the police.
I always pee in the ocean.
No.
Like
And
the one you can't sleep in the bed without showering. How are they gonna check that? Like,
maybe they're gonna come inside and check the smell.
and the one
They might have dogs for it.
The dogs have to remember the smell of like non-showering people, right?
Yes.
And you can't kiss for more than 5 minutes.
No.
It's like in order to like ban that, you have to
You have to count.
set a timer. Like
Oh no, it's 4 minutes 50
oh no,
seconds.
like you're kissing someone, and then 4 minutes 59 seconds. Like wait, stop. Like kiss again.
Yeah, you can do that again.
There's so many weird laws.
I wonder why. But one thing I thought is that if you ban something, it actually makes the people want to do it. Right? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Like there's a time in your life when you think breaking the law is something cool to do.
If you don't have any interest, but there's this specific law, it gathers your interest and like want to attempt to break
Yeah.
the law, right?
Yes.
I wonder who made this law like in the first place for every country.
I understand how America has a lot of laws because they have a lot of trials. Like people have to
Yeah.
pay a lot of money for breaking rules, and they just have to make laws to prevent that.
And it depends on the state, right?
Yes. So it's like in this state, there's a lot of people who pee in the ocean. In this state, there are a lot of people who don't take a shower.
Like if you don't take a shower and go to bed, like you should move to another state.
Yeah, that's a simple solution. But I wonder what'll happen if like the bed is between two states.
Like how?
Your feet is like in one state and your arms are in another state. I wonder which law is going to be effective.
I want like one guy on the state that 5 minutes kiss is banned, and one more guy like gets
Oh, you mean like-
legal?
One person in one state and
One person,
another
yeah,
person
yeah.
in the other state.
Yeah.
That's a difficult question. I think what's important is not which state you're standing in, but which state the kissing is happening. Like here. Which state this part is, you know.
Okay, like in the air, right?
Yeah. So
border
before 5 minutes, you have to move to the other state. Oh, okay. We're safe now. And you go back.
And you go back. Like, what's the point of going back?
But it's hard to decide, like, because even if you take a shower in the morning, then will that be counted as taking a shower or not taking a shower? I think that's hard decision.
Yeah, like you have to write like how many hours before you sleep in the bed you have to take a shower, or else like you can say I got my shower 24 hours ago, like you know. I like the law of if you forget your wife's birthday, you
Ah.
get it's illegal.
I guess forgetting your wife's birthday is something that happens for all men around the world.
Yeah. So maybe there's like conversation in the jail. Like what what brought you to the jail? Like I forgot my wife's birthday this year. Like,
And he's
Me
gonna be like,
too.
me too. Are you gonna get asked suddenly, like, when's your wife's birthday? And you have to answer.
yeah. Like I think you should have this service for like not forgetting your wife's birthday.
Yeah. Or maybe you can just have tattoos. Oh, but that will be hard because every time you have a divorce, you have to
Yeah.
put more tattoos in. Thanks for watching our video. Which law do you like? Which laws did you not believe? Tell us if you have any laws in your country that might surprise us. So, see you in our next video. Bye!
Bye.